Have you ever asked yourself that when I'm not in school, how does my school look like?
Hello and welcome back to another exciting time on Mercy Speaks. Today we have Dr. Ogunsanya here to talk to us about structure and the private educational business. Structure and the private educational business. Do you have structure in your school or your school is just bare? Let's hear from the consultant himself. Hello, sir. You're welcome back.
Thank you very much. Structure is key. Structure is important. Have you ever asked yourself that when I'm not in school, how does my school look like? You need to ask yourself. By virtue of being a consultant for many good schools for over 25 years, we have settled in our mind that without good structure, there's no good school development. If you have smart teachers in your school, they will leave your school when there is no structure. Only they won't tell you. No smart teacher would invest his precious life in a school without structure because he's not safe. The children still are not safe. So what is structure? Structure can be described as the mechanisms put together to run your school. It can also be described as a system that runs a school. And school owners intentionally put structure in place so that the school can run and they can have peace. Let me break it down. You are an investor, you have invested 200 million, but you cannot spend that money alone. You have to bring people together to invest it wisely with you. So you might bring in other investors, you might bring in professionals. When you bring in professionals, you must constitute them to a team. That's when they will be beneficial to your school. If you bring in professionals to work with you and you allow them to work different ways, east, west, north, and south, there will be no good result. So part of structure is to bring them together in form of a school management board. If you have multi-campus, you will need a school management committee. The school management committee will run each campus, and the head of each campus will meet at the board level to manage the whole school together. So, but let me assume that a unit school. In the unit school, you need a school management board. Now, the school management board will report to the board of directors or board of governors. That is structure coming up. Then you need a document that will run the school, which these operators will run to clarify issues. It can be in soft copy, it can be hard copy. It's called a school policy manual. Put together, not in separate sheets, not in separate files. No, it will be put together because one section must link to another. Each of your staff must have your description of their expectations. Then there must be staff appraisal periodically. Then there must be consistent staff training. If you don't train them, you cannot blame them. So when we are talking about structure, we are talking about the totality of what we make school to develop. Remember, there's a difference between growth and development. Growth is in terms of numerical things. Growth in enrollment, you can see that physically. Growth in terms of number of classrooms, you can see physically. But development, you cannot see physically. Development comes in terms of one, the new facilities you have put in place, the water disposal you have put in place, the quality of training, the various exposure you have given your staff, the kind of orientation you have given your learners, the way you deliver your own educational services. That is what we call development. It is when this one is done over time, maybe 10 years, you see that the school is developing. So, and that one now will now lead to parents now having greater confidence in you, respecting you, and referring your school to other potential parents. And then, whether you as school, whether you are there or you're not there, your school will run. That is the beauty of having a good structure. The backbone of a good structure is a homegrown school policy and operations manual, which will include everything about how you want your school to run based on your vision and your mission. That particular system or structure will also enable you to keep in touch with the activities of your school from time to time. Effective school owners, they run their school indirectly. They have put in place the machinery that will run the school. So they don't need to be physically present in the school. And that's the beauty of having a good structure.
Wow, that is quite educative and informative. So if you're a school owner and you're watching this video, ask yourself, do I have the proper structure for my school? If I am not available, will my school run effectively as much as I would want it to run? If the answer is no, then you need to put a structure in place. If you found today's video helpful, please do well to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comment in the comment section. Until we see you next time,